ABC 10 News 24/7 starts now.
And good evening. I'm Steve Atkinson coming to you on our ABC 10 News streaming platform. Today, the San Diego Police Department announced a crackdown on ghost guns. Now, a ghost gun is a homemade gun that does not have a serial number and is not registered with the state. In 2018, San Diego police say that they seized 53 ghost guns. That number has gone up every single year. In fact, this year they have already seized 233. San Diego police have also created a ghost gun team of a sergeant and several detectives to try and tackle this issue head on. And now there are calls for the city to create its own laws on ghost guns.
I want our city council to act, especially because the new California regulations won't be in place for another year, not until July of 2022. And I don't want us to wait a year to act locally here.
Gun rights advocates say that existing laws are restrictive enough right now, and the fact that ghost gun numbers are on the rise anyway proves that more laws won't solve the problem. A driver is facing a potential DUI charges for a deadly crash that killed a 5-year-old girl and critically injured 2 toddlers in Deer Springs. That scene unfolded around 2:30 this morning. CHP says the female driver veered off of Interstate 15 near the Gopher Canyon Road exit and then tumbled down the embankment. She suffered minor injuries, and CHP does believe that alcohol was a factor. She is now facing multiple charges, including felony DUI causing death. A not guilty plea today from a man accused of intentionally hitting a San Diego motorcycle officer with a car. That scene unfolded in Mira Mesa last week when the officer tried to pull over the driver. At one point, police say the driver shifted into reverse and crashed into the motorcycle, pinning the officer underneath. He suffered minor injuries. The driver got away but was arrested the following day. He is now facing a charge of assault with a deadly weapon on an officer, and he faces 35 years to life in prison if convicted due to having 2 prior strike convictions. A local mother says that she was diagnosed with a rare neurological disorder after receiving the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Kelly Francis got the single shot back in April, and she says about a week later, her feet started to hurt, then her legs, and days later, she woke up with an intense neck pain and her face was frozen. And 5 days later, she fell and was completely paralyzed from the waist down. Now, in mid-May, a spinal tap revealed a diagnosis of Guillain-Barré syndrome, also known as GBS, where the immune system attacks nerve cells. Francis says her neurologist believes it was from the vaccine.
I was angry because I was told to get this to prevent COVID, and this is so much worse, and it has long-term consequences.
And just yesterday, the FDA warned about a possible link between the J&J vaccine and GBS as they look into about 100 cases. But again, this is out of nearly 13 million doses. 9 out of 10 San Diego families with kids should get some checks from the IRS this month. Child tax credits will start getting sent to millions of families starting tomorrow. Now, those who qualify for the whole benefit could get up to $300 a month through December. People who file for the child tax credit on their 2019 or 20 taxes will get it automatically. If not, you can sign up on the IRS website. This is projected to help lift millions of families with small children out of poverty.
In the past, not all families were able to take advantage of the full credit because you had to have earned income in order to get the full credit. Now, all families, even those at the lower end of the spectrum, will be able to get the full credit.
That program is slated to end in December, but it could be extended. All right, the next time you paddle out, you might see a member of the feline family in the lineup out there. A cat named Maverick can skateboard, paddleboard, and swim, and now he's adding surfing to his repertoire. He's been featured in People magazine, has nearly 50,000 followers on Instagram, and has an entire episode in Netflix's new series, Cat People. Now his humans are using his celebrity status for a Positively San Diego mission, advocating for mental health.
Having an ESA or having an animal therapy, or even just having animals to enhance your life, it really does add so much.
If you have a story that is Positively San Diego, we'd like to hear from you too. Send us an email to tips@10news.com, and you can also join our ABC 10 News Positively Facebook group, where you can share your stories with other San Diegans. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back here in about 30 minutes with another update. More local news is just seconds away.